Hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly Subscription Billing. I am Akash, and in this product demo video, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of all the features that are included under Pabbly Subscription Billing so that after watching this video, you just need to add your product and start collecting payments from your customers. Now, you'll ask that what you guys do. So let me explain you this with an example. So let's say you are a merchant and you own a business, and in that business you sell a product. So we'll take example, let's say you sell a monthly newspaper subscription based service. So no matter you have a small customer base or a large customer base, it becomes very hectic for you to collect payments from your customers, whether it's one time or recurring billing. And especially it becomes very hectic in case of recurring billing cycle. So at that point of time, Pabbly subscription billing comes into the picture. What we do, we automate the recurring billing cycle that helps you to collect payments from your customers. Now, I'm just gonna sign into my account. You can see just two options here: sign in if you already have the account, or you can just sign up for free from here. So I'll just sign in to my account. Now here you can see Pabbly subscription billing and click on access now. It will redirect you to a page, and the first thing you need to do is to enter your company name. So I'll just take example of newspaper subscription based service. So I'll just enter my company name as Adams Subscriptions. Now the next thing you need to do is to select the currency in which you wish to receive payments from your customers. However, you can select more currencies later, which we will discuss later in the video. So I'll just keep it as US dollar here, and you just need to enter your phone number so that if you have any problem in future, we can just contact you. So enter the phone number here, and as soon as you click on continue, here you need to follow these three basic simple steps and you are good to go. The first step you need to do is to enable the test gateway, and it will be enabled with a single click. Now what it do, it basically used to collect payments while testing the platform. So just click on it and it will be enabled. Now the next step you need to do is to add your product. So as discussed, I sell a monthly newspaper subscription service. So I'll just enter my product name as newspaper subscriptions, and I'll just click on submit. Now the next thing you need to do is to create a plan that is associated with your product. So just click on add new plan. Now here you can see a lot of details that you need to add. So the first one being the plan name. So enter the plan name. So let's say this plan name is per month plan. Now you must have noticed one thing, that while I was entering the plan name, the plan code was generated automatically, and we have the option to edit the plan code manually as well. Now you'll say, what is the purpose of entering or adding the plan code? So I'm going to explain you this with an example. So let's say for this particular product, that is newspaper subscriptions, I have added 5 plans. Now to identify this particular plan, the plan code is generated, and we're going to see it attached with the URL at the checkout page. So the main sole purpose of the plan code is to identify the particular plan that you're creating. Now talking about the billing cycle, here you can see two options, that is one time and recurring. If you wish to receive a one-time payment from your customers, just simply select one-time billing cycle. Or if you wish to collect payments every monthly, weekly or yearly for a number of billing cycle, so for that you can just enter number of billing cycles here, or you can keep the space empty here. If you wish to charge your customers automatically every monthly, weekly or yearly for forever billing cycle until the customer or we as a merchant cancels the subscription. So let's say this is my per month plan, and I'm going to charge my customers every 1 month for 12 billing cycles. Now you must have noticed one thing, that while I was entering the billing cycles, you can see a checkbox drop down. So what's the purpose of this? So let's say after the completion of these billing cycles, that is 12, we as a merchant have the option to keep the subscription status as live or expired. So to keep it live, just check it, or you want to keep it expired, so you can uncheck it. So I'll uncheck this option. Now, here comes the most important part of the video, that is the pricing model. Here you can see we have various pricing models to choose from, and we're going to discuss each and every pricing model in short. So the first one being here is the flat fee pricing model. Flat fee pricing model involves charging a fixed rate from your customers. There's no quantity associated with such plans. So let's take example of a rare antique watch that is being sold at a fixed price. Or you can just take example of this particular newspaper subscription service, for which I'm going to charge my customers every 1 month with a fixed price of dollar, let's say 100. So that's how the flat fee pricing model works here. Now the next one being the per unit pricing model. Here in per unit pricing model, the plan amount changes according to the quantity. So let's say we sell t-shirts. Now, while doing payment at the checkout page, your customers will have the option to select as much quantities as he wants to. So let's say the price of per t-shirt is $19 and the customer purchases 5 quantities. So he'll be charged a total of $95. So that's how the per unit pricing model works. Now the third pricing model we have here is the volume pricing model. Now in volume pricing model, we can set a ranges of product and assign per unit price to each range. You must have heard eminent websites like Alibaba and AliExpress which deals in this kind of pricing model. So let's say I sell ball pen, and for 1 to 10 units with the per unit price as $10. From 11 to 20 units, the per unit price as $8, and from 21 units and above with the per unit price as $5. Now, let's say if a customer purchases 10 units, with the per unit pricing as $10, the customer will be charged a total of $100. Now, as soon as he enters another range, that is from let's say unit 11 to 20, and if he purchases 15 units, so with the per unit pricing as $8, the customer will be charged a total of $120. Now let's say if the customer purchases 30 units. Now with the per unit pricing as $5, the customer will be charged a total of $150. So that's how the volume pricing model works here. Now we're going to talk about tiered pricing model. It is basically similar to that of volume pricing model, but what makes it different from the volume pricing model we'll discuss here. Now here also we're gonna set ranges of product and assign the per unit price to each range. So we'll take the similar example that we have taken while explaining the volume pricing model. So let's say from 1 to 10 units with the per unit price as $100, and unit 11 to 20 with the per unit pricing is $8, and from 21 and above with per unit price is $5. Now let's say if a customer purchases 25 units. Now for the first range, that is for first 10 units with the per unit price as $10, it will be charged a total of $100. For the next 10 units with the per unit price is $8, that amounts to a total of $80. And for the next 5 units, that is from 21 to 25 with per unit price is $5, a total amount of $25, and it becomes a subtotal of $205. So that's how the tiered pricing model works here. Now we're going to discuss the stair-step pricing model. It is almost similar to all the pricing model, but it's slightly different from the previous one. So let's say here also we are gonna set a ranges of product, but we're gonna set a flat fee for the entire range. So let's say from unit 1 to 10, if the customer purchases anywhere between 1 to 10, let's say 3 units or 5 units or let's say 10 units, he'll be charged with the same price, that is $10. Now let's say if he enters another range, that is from unit to 11 to 20. So let's say if he purchases 15 units or 18 units or 20 units, so he'll be charged a total of $8. Or if he purchases from unit 21 and above, he'll be charged with the flat fee, that is $5. So that's how the stair-step pricing model works here. Now we're going to discuss the donation or pay your own price model. Now in this pricing model, your customer will have the option to pay as much as he want. But as a merchant, we have the option to add a minimum price for our product. So let's say if I have added a minimum price of $20, so the customer cannot pay below the minimum price that I have set. But the customer can pay above the price, above the minimum price. So that's how the donation pricing model works. So the sole purpose is that within a single checkout page, the customers will have the option to pay different amounts. Now the last pricing model we have here is the variable pricing model, that is dime sale or time sale. And if we select it, here you can see we need to enter the price of our product. So let's take example that I sell a wristwatch, a limited edition wristwatch, for which I'm going to charge my customer $200. Now I want the price of my product to be increased by, let's say, $10 after every number of sales or after every specified hours. So let's say the price to be increased by after every 5 sales. So as soon as the 5 sales get completed, the new price would be $210. As soon as another 5 sales get completed, the new price will be $220. So that's how the variable pricing model works here. And here we have the option to enter the maximum price for our product. So let's say I'm gonna set the maximum price as $300. So that's how the variable pricing model works. Now for this particular product, that is my newspaper subscription service, and I have added the per month plan. I'm going to select the pricing model here is the flat fee. Now I'm going to enter the price here is $100. Here you can see the next option, that is add setup fee. So this is a one-time fee that will be charged only once at the starting of the billing cycle. So as I've already told you, I'm going to charge my customers every 1 month for 12 billing cycles. So for the first billing, the customer will be charged the plan price, that is $100, and the setup fee, that is $20. So for the first billing, the customer will be charged a total of $120. But for the next billing, that is the second billing, the customer will be only charged with the plan fee, that is $100. Now here you can see the setup fee can be fixed or quantity wise. Now if we select setup fee as quantity wise, it will be changed according to the plan quantity. So that basically means as the plan quantity increase, the setup fee will also increase. This is an optional field, whether you want to add a setup fee or not, that totally depends on you. Now here the next option is adding the trial period, and if you click on it, you have the option to offer trial period for your product to your customers. So for that, if you want to give a paid trial period, so for that you can just enter the price here. So let's say for $10 for 10 days, or if you want to give a free trial period, so you just keep the amount 0 here. So that's how you can offer the trial period to your customers. Now we need to add the plan description. So I'll just add my plan description here. So here you can see my plan description, that is the daily news with 100% accuracy, not just fast but accurate. Now after adding the plan description, we can even customize the text from here. So for that you can see many options here. We can make the text bold. We can make the text italics from here. We can underline the text if I wish to. We can just set the text size from small, normal, large, huge, or you can even add a link along with it. So for that you can just enter the link here and save it. You can even align the text here. Now I've added the plan description. I'm going to add the image of my product here. So I'll just quickly add my image here. Now here you can see I've added my image, a product image. So I'm going to add some points that will highlight my plan. So here you can see I've added some points. So you can make number-wise points or bullet points from here. Now the last option you can see here is the payment gateway. And here you can see two options, that is all gateways and selected gateways. Now if you select all gateways, that basically means all the payment gateways that are integrated in your subscription billing account will be shown as an option at the checkout page while your customers will be doing the payments. Or if you wish to offer a selected payment gateway, so for that you can just select here. For that you need to integrate those payment gateways that we're going to discuss later in the video. But for now I'll be offering all gateways to my customers. Now as you can see I have added all the details about my plan. We're going to discuss some other points in short. So the first one being the payment fail settings. Now let's say if a customer is trying to make a payment and that payment fails. Now to make the payment again, we can offer our customers with all gateways or selected gateways. So for that you can select accordingly here. We can keep the plan status as active or inactive, so you can select it accordingly here. Here you can see the option to redirect URL after successful payment. So let's say other than newspaper subscription service, we sell a lot of products and we have a separate website for it. So what you can do, you can just enter the URL of that store so that after the successful purchase of this product, your customers will be redirected to that page. So it will eventually grow your business. Now the payment term here, you can see many options, that is net 15, net 30, net 45. So if you select net 15, that basically means your customers has 15 more days to make the payment from the subscription billing date. And same goes with net 30, net 45, net 60. You have two more options, that is due end of the month or due end of the next month. So you can select accordingly here. Now the last option we have here is the plan metadata, and this field is for our reference only. This will not be shown to your customers. We can just include some additional information in the plan. Now at last I'm gonna save my plan. Now here you can see the checkout plan link, so you can just copy the plan link and share it with your customers, or we can just go to the checkout page directly. Now here you can see that's how the checkout page will be shown to your customers. All the details like your product name, your plan name along with the price, your plan description along with the product image, and the offered payment gateways can be seen here. Now we give one more options that I'm going to explain you. If you want to customize this checkout page according to your products, so you can just customize it from the checkout customizer from here. And if you want to customize the checkout page accordingly, I have made a separate video on it, so you can just go and watch it. So to buy the product, your customers will need to add some basic details like its first name, last name, and the email ID, and select the country from which your customer belongs to, and select the payment gateway, and is good to go. Now we'll come back here. Now before making a multi-plan, let me show you something. So as soon as we click on it, customers, no data can be seen here. Nor the sales data can be seen here, nor the subscription one, or nor the invoice has been created. So basically we haven't made any payment yet, right? So the first time I'm going to explain you that is the multi-plan. So for that I'm gonna add one more plan, that is the yearly plan. So I'll just quickly made a yearly plan here. So as you can see, I have created an yearly plan and a per month plan. Now I'm gonna explain you what is a multi-plan. So the sole purpose of multi-plan is that within a single checkout page, your customers will have the option to select the desired plan from different plans. So I'm just gonna explain you this with uh, adding a multi-plan. So just click on add multi-plan here, and we're gonna add the checkout page name as subscription subs Now I'm going to select the plan that will appear at the checkout page. So I'm going to select both of the plan here. Now here you can see a checkbox. It basically gives us the option to select any preferred plan that we wish to show at the checkout page. So you can just select it accordingly or uncheck this option. Here you can see the format in which our plan will be shown at the checkout page. So I'm going to select it as radio box, and we're going to select the multi-plan text as multi-plans. Now I'm going to save the data here. Now here you can see the multi-plan checkout page has been created, and I'll just click on checkout. And here you can see the customer will have the option to select the desired plan that he wish to. Let him select the yearly plan or the permanent plan. Every data will be shown here. Now let's say a customer is going to buy my product, that is let's say the per month plan or the yearly plan. So we'll take example of the yearly plan, and my customer wants some discounts. So what we can do, we can add some coupons for our customers. So for that, click on coupons and click on add coupon. So the first thing we need to do is to enter the coupon name. So I'm just gonna enter my coupon name as subscription coupon. Now we need to add the coupon code. So I'll just keep it as 100 off. Now here we need to select the discount type, whether we want to give a flat discount to our customers or a percentage wide discount. So as we have selected our yearly plan, for which we're going to charge our customers with $1,000 with a flat fee. So if we are going to keep the flat discounts of $100, so the customer will be only charged with $900. Or if we are going to keep 100% off, so our product will be totally free to the customer. So I'll just keep it as flat discount of $100, and I'm going to enter the price here, that is $100. Here you can see the redemption type, that is that basically means the number of times your customer can avail this coupon. So I just want my customer to avail this coupon only one time, and you have the option to keep it forever, or you want your customers can use this coupon a limited number of times. So for that you can just enter the value here. So I'm just gonna select here one time. Now we're gonna select our yearly plan for which we are creating the coupon, and here you can see we can select a date for which till which our coupon will be valid up to. So I'm just going to select April 15th, and I'm going to apply it. Now here you can see we have the option to apply the coupon to the total amount, or to the subscription amount only, or to the add-on amount. So here you can select it accordingly. Now the last option here is the maximum redemptions. So it basically means the number of times this coupon can be redeemed. So I'm just going to enter the value, let's say 100 times, and I'll save the data. Now here you can see we have successfully created a coupon, and we'll just test it whether our coupon works or not. So we'll just go to the multi-plan, and we're going to go to the checkout page, and we're going to select our yearly plan here. Now, as you can see, the price here is the $1,000 and we have the option to add the coupon code. So I'll just enter my coupon code as $100 off and let's apply it. Now here you can see we have applied a flat discount of $100. So instead of charging the customer $1,000, our customer will only be charged with $900. So we have successfully applied a coupon to our plan. Now we'll discuss another option, that is add-ons. Now let's say with our newspaper subscription service, that's the per month plan, we also sell a monthly magazine for which we're going to charge our customers with the recurring fee. So let's add additional service. So for that, click on add add-ons. And here we need to add the add-on name here. So we're going to add the add-on name as. Now you can see while we were entering the add-on name, the add-on code is generated automatically. And we have already discussed why these codes are generated. It works similar to that we have discussed while creating a plan. So this add-on code will basically help us to identify this particular add-on. Now here we're going to select the add-on category. If it is uncategorized, just select it, or you can even add the category here. So I'm just going to add the add-on category as magazine. And as soon as you submit it, your category will appear here and you can select it. Now let's say for this per month magazine, I'm going to charge my customers $20. Now I'm going to select the billing cycle here, whether I want to keep it one time or recurring. So I'll just select the recurring billing cycle, for which I'm going to charge every month to my customers. And we have the option to select the add-on status as active or inactive. So you can just select it accordingly. And I'm going to select my plan here, for which I'm going to add the add-on. So let's say for my per month plan. And at last, I'm going to save the data. Now what we are going to do, we'll just go to the multi-plan and we'll go to the checkout page to see whether the add-on will appear with the plan or not. So as we have created the add-on for the per month plan, so just click on it, and here you can see the option to choose the add-on service. So as soon as the customer click on it and select the add-on plan, along with the per month plan price, that is $100, the add-on plan price will also be added. So here you can see the customer can also choose the quantity as much as he wants. And as the quantity of the add-on increases, the price also increases. Now that we have discussed multi-plan, coupons, add-ons, we are going to discuss licenses. Now, you'll say, what's the purpose to create a license? So I'll just explain you this with an example. Let's say you sell a SaaS-based product for which your customers need a license code, and only after entering that license code, your customer can access your product. So what we can do, we can just click on add license and add the license code here. So the first thing you need to do is to add the license name. So let's say I'm going to add the license name for my per month plan. Now here you need to select the licensing method, and here you can see two options, that is list or auto generated. Now if you select licensing method as auto generated, and whenever the customer will make the payment, the license code will be automatically generated and will appear at the invoice. But if you keep the licensing method as listed, so you need to add the license code manually here. So let's say license 1, license 2. But for now, I'm going to select licensing method as auto generated here. You have the option to keep the licensing status as active or inactive, so you can just select it accordingly here. Now I'm going to select, let's say, my per month plan. So, and at last I'm going to save the data here. Now that we have added a license for our product, that is the per month plan, we're going to make a payment and we'll see whether the license code gets generated in the invoice or not. So for that, we'll just go to the multi-plan and we'll go to the checkout page. Now I'm just gonna select my plan, that is the per month plan for which I have created license, and I'm just gonna make a quick payment here. Now here you can see the payment is successful, and we'll just go back here and we'll refresh the data. And we have previously seen that when we haven't done any payment, no data was showing here. But now as the payment has been done, we'll just go to the customer section, and here you can see our customer has been added successfully. And we'll just go to the sales section. You can see the sales here, and you can just go to the subscription. Here also the data is being shown, and we'll finally go to the invoice section to see whether the license code has been generated or not. So we'll just click on it, and here you can see, as we have selected the licensing method as auto generated, this license code is auto generated here. Now we'll go back to products here. What we have done till now, we have created different plans. We have added a multi-plan, we have added a coupon, and we have added an add-on additional service for our plan, and finally we have added licenses. Now after explaining you all these terms, we're going to discuss other options, that is customers, sales, subscriptions, invoice, affiliates, and settings. So the first option being customers. Now all the customers, whether they are paid or unpaid, whose payment is successful or pending, will be shown here. So what you can do, you can just go to the filter here, and you can filter the customer here, whether you want the data to be shown for paid customers or for unpaid customers. So you can just select it accordingly here. Now we in Pabbly Subscription Billing gives you various options for to add your customers. So there's one thing that customers will be added automatically when they will make the payment, or let's say if a customer has made the payment to you by cash. Now what you can do, you need to record that customer. So for that you can just add the customer manually from here. So just click on add customer and add some basic details like its first name, its last name, and customer email ID, and just basic details like billing address and shipping address, and you're good to go. Now here you can see two options, that is allow portal access. So what is this client portal? So we'll discuss this client portal in the video later in the video. And here you can see the next option, that is allow also for affiliate. So what we can do, we can add some new customers as an affiliate, and we can even add our existing customers as an affiliate. So in Pabbly Subscription Billing, everything is possible. Now we'll just go back here, and let me tell you one more thing. So let's say if you already have a customer data in your Stripe account or in your desktop, so what you can do, you can import your customers from there. So for that, if you want to import your customers from Stripe, so just click on it and select the preferred Stripe account. Or if you want to upload the data from your desktop, so click on import from CSV file and upload the file here. And one more thing, that let's say you have a lot of customer base here. So you want to upload that data in your desktop. So what you can do, you can just export your data in the CSV format in your desktop. So for that, just click here. Now what I was about to tell you, that let's say if this customer has made the payment, so just by clicking this customer mail ID, every data of this customer can be seen here. So the first one being the purchase information, the product that he has bought from us, the subscription details, and here you can see the transaction details, the customer details, its unique ID, the date in which our customer has joined, the portal status that we are going to discuss later in the video, affiliate status, whether we have added this customer as an affiliate or not. So its status will be shown here, and the card details, basically from which the customer makes the payment, can be seen here. So the card can be added manually as well. So for that we're going to discuss the process later. Now that we have discussed the customer section, we'll just go to sales here. Now here you can see whenever a customer buys your product or subscribe to the plan, sales are made. So when the payments are made basically. So you can see various status of payments like whether the failed payment, it will also be reflected here. Refund, whether the amount is refunded to the customer, or the payment is successful, or we have created a customer or sales or subscription. So you can select the status of sales here. Now I'm going to explain you what's the unique feature in sales section. Now let's say if this customer, that is Adam Wilson, and he bought this product, that is per month plan of this newspaper subscription, and this service didn't work for 15 days, and now the customer is demanding for a refund. So what we can do, you can just refund the amount to your customers. So for that, what you need to do, you can just select the customer and click here. You can see three options, whether you want to delete the sales, you want to refund the amount, or record the refund. So the first we're going to discuss refund option. So as soon as you click on it, you can see two options here: refund directly to the payment gateway or refund as credit the invoice. If you select refund directly to the payment gateway, that basically means the amount will be refunded to the previously charged gateway through which the customer has made the payment. And if you select refund as credit the invoice, so I'm just going to explain you this with an example. So let's say we do not wish to refund the amount, but instead we want to give some credit to our customers. So let's say if we have selected this option, that is refunded credit the invoice, and we have refunded $50. So as our plan amount cost $100, so for the next renewable billing, instead of charging our customers with $100, our customer will only be charged with $50. So you can select it accordingly here. Now here the refunds can be full refunds or partial refunds, or any amount that you wish to refund to your customers. But note here, the refund amount cannot be greater than the plan amount. You cannot enter the amount that is greater than the plan amount that you have set. Now here you can see the checkbox, and if you click on it, this basically means after the refund, you have the option to keep the subscription status as cancelled. So to keep it cancelled, just check it or uncheck if you do not wish to. So the last option you can see here is the refund description, why the amount is refunded to the customer. Reasons can be whatsoever, so you can just enter the reason that you wish. Now we're going to discuss the next option, that is record refund feature. We're going to discuss this option with an example. So let's say while buying our product, our customer has made payment through PayPal gateway. PayPal as a payment gateway. Now the customer wants a refund from another gateway or by cash. So what we can do, we can refund the amount to our customers, and we can record a refund. Here also the refund as credit the invoice works similar to that we have discussed in the refund feature. Here also we can add the refund amount to be full, partial, or full refund. Note here also the refunded amount cannot be greater than the plan amount. The similar checkbox that we have discussed in the refund section, that is if you check it, you want to keep the subscription status as cancelled after the refunded amount. Here also write the refund description, why the amount is refunded to the customer, and submit it. Here also the last option, you have the option to export your sales data in the CSV format, so you can select the customers and export it. Now that we have discussed all the sections in sales, we're gonna talk about subscriptions here. This is also one of the most important section in Pabbly Subscription Billing. Basically, whenever a customer buys your product or subscribe to a plan, subscriptions are created. As this customer, that is Adam Wilson, has bought our monthly subscription plan, that is the per month plan. Now what you can do, we'll take a case in which our customer has paid us the amount offline by other means. So let's say by cash or by bank transfer or by check. Now we in Pabbly Subscription Billing gives you option to add that subscription manually here. So what you can do, you can just follow the basic steps that I'm going to explain you. So for that, click on add subscription. And here the first thing you need to do is to select the customer mail ID for which you're going to assign a subscription to. So here you can see all the customer will appear here. So you can select the customer. Now let's say if the customer is not listed here. So what we can do, we have the option to add a new customer right here. So for that, just click on it and add some basic details like its first name, last name and the email ID, and just save it. And as soon as you save it, your customer's mail ID will appear here and you can just select the mail ID. But for now, I'm going to select this customer, that is Adam Wilson. And here you can see a checkbox that basically means we want to notify this customer, and email will be sent to him notifying him that you have been subscribed to this plan. Now the next step is we're going to select our product. So let's say he already is assigned to the per month plan. So we're going to select our plan, that is the yearly plan. Now here, as soon as we select the plan name, that is the yearly plan, we have already created this plan and we have added the price for it while we are creating this. But for now, we have the option to add the price manually here. So instead of charging $1,000 to this customer, I wish to charge only $800. So for that, you can just enter the value here. And you can even add a setup fee. So let's say $20 as a setup fee. That's a basic amount. Now here you can see whether you want to apply or choose the coupon, so you can select it accordingly here. Now whatever the data that we have selected or feeded here will appear here in the written form. That is you are adding a subscription plan, that is the yearly plan of $800 for this customer. You can see the similar option that we have talked about while we are creating the plan, that is the payment term. And here you can see net 15, net 30, the similar thing. Let's say if you select net 15, that basically means your customers will have 15 more days to make the payment from the subscription billing date. Here you can select the subscription term on which the subscription of this customer is going to start. So we have the option to assign a past date, the present date for which in which the customer subscription is going to start, or even we can assign a future date in which we want to start the subscription of this customer. Now here we need to add the subscription reason why we are going to add the subscription manually here. So the last option you can see here is the payment method, and you can see two options, that is offline payment or create invoice and credit card here. Now let's say if we select offline payment or create invoice. Now as soon as you click on it, and invoice will be created and it will be sent to our customer mail ID to collect payment from him. That we're going to discuss, that we're going to see later in the video. Or if you click on credit card, then all the cards that are associated with this customer will appear here and we can just select it to collect payment from him. Or let's say there is no card added for this customer. So what we can do, we can just click on add new card and it will redirect us to a page. Now what we need to do as a merchant, we just need to copy the URL and share it with the customer so that the customer need to add some basic details and add his card. And as soon as the customer add his card, it will appear here. So, but for now, I'm going to select the payment method, that is offline payment or create invoice. So we'll just quickly see everything is added, and we're going to save our data here. Now here you can see our manual subscription has been added for this customer, and here you can see the status of subscription is pending because the amount is not paid to made by the customer yet. We'll just go to the invoice section. Here also you can see our invoice has been sent to the customer to collect payment for this particular yearly plan. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna record the payment that has been made by the customer in cash. So for that you just need to go to the invoice and select the customer here and click here. You can see three options here, that is delete, record payment and collect charge. So we're gonna discuss both these options, that is record payment and collect charge. Now as soon as you click on record payment, you can see all the details like the customer name, mail ID, the plan name, the amount that we have received, and here the most important thing, that is the mode of payment through which we have received payment from the customer. So as discussed, I have received the payment from the customer by cash, so I've just select it and write the reason. I'll just quickly explain a second term, that is the collect charge. Now as soon as you click on it, as discussed, all the card that are associated with this customer will appear here and you can just click on proceed to collect payment from your customer. Now as we have discussed that we have added the payment method as offline payment or create invoice, an email has been sent to this particular customers to collect payment from it. Now we'll just go to the customer mail ID to check whether the payable invoice has been sent to him or not. So we'll just click on select the Gmail ID, and here you can see at the top payable invoice has been sent to the customer and the customer just need to pay the due amount. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna record the payment here quickly. And as soon as I save the data, you can see our invoice is generated, and here you can see the payment that has been made by the customer in cash, and here all the details, plan details that the customer has bought, the quantity of the plan, everything can be seen here. Now as soon as we have recorded the payment, you can see the invoice status as paid. And we'll go to the subscription section, we can see the subscription status as live. So that's how you can add a subscription manually under Pabbly Subscription Billing. Now we'll go to the invoice section. Now that we have arrived at the invoice section, you can just click on any customer invoice and see the details of the invoice here. So as you click on this customer, you can see a lot of details like your company name, phone number, your invoice heading, and the license code that has been generated, your customer details, the quantity of the plan that he has bought, and here you can see the plan details and some points. Here you can see the invoice prefix and the count from which the invoice is started, a lot more thing. Now let's say if you want to customize the invoice according to your products. So what you can do, you can just go to the settings section, and here you can find the option to add the invoice settings. So just click on it, and here you can select here you have the option to add the invoice setting, so just click on it. Now I'm just gonna show you a previous invoice that looks like this. Where is it? Yes, this is a very basic invoice. We're gonna add some we're gonna customize this invoice. So we're gonna change our invoice prefix, our invoice heading, our brand logo, and our note. So for that, we'll just go to the settings and go to invoice settings here. Just click on add invoice settings, and the first thing you need to add is the invoice setting title, and this is for our reference only, this will not be shown to our customers. So I'm just gonna add the invoice setting title as subscription invoice. Now we're gonna select our product, that is newspaper subscriptions, and we're gonna add the invoice heading as, so let's say instead of invoice we're gonna replace with a new term, let's say estimates. Now we're gonna upload our invoice logo that will appear at the invoice here, and I'm just gonna upload it. You can keep the invoice note according to you, but but for now I'm just gonna enter the same like I have entered in the plan description. That is daily news with 100% accuracy, not just fast but accurate. Now we're gonna add the invoice prefix. So let's say, as we have added previously, add the invoice heading as invoice. So the invoice prefix was INV, but we have selected estimate as a new invoice heading, so we're gonna select the invoice prefix as EST. Now here we're gonna select the number from which we're gonna start our invoice count, so let's say from 10, and at last I'm gonna save submit here. Now what we are gonna do, we just make a quick payment to generate a new invoice to see whether the changes has been made or not. So we'll just go to our plan and we'll make a quick payment. Now that the payment has been done, we'll just go back and we'll refresh here. And now we'll go to the invoice section to see the newly generated invoice. So we'll just click on it and we're gonna compare this with the old one. Here you can see the changes, that is the first one being the invoice prefix. Previously it was INV, but now it is EST. The count from which our invoice is going to start is 10 here. Our invoice heading, you can see here is the estimate. You can see our company logo. You can see the customer details similarly, but here the last thing that is changed is the new note that we have added. So that's how you can customize the invoice settings under Pabbly Subscription Billing. Now, similarly, like we have added subscription to our customers, we can just add invoice manually here. So for that, you can just click on add invoice and add some basic details. So I'm just gonna explain you quickly here. Select the customer mail ID and the similar checkbox notifying the customer that the invoice will be sent to him. Select the product here, and here you can select the plan. You can manually add the price here. You can even add the add-on details here. Select the add-on here, and all the details that you're going to select here will appear in the written form here. The payment term that we have discussed previously, the date on which the subscription of the customer is going to start on, the subscription reason, and the payment methods that we have discussed, that is offline payment or create invoice or credit card. For now, I'm gonna leave this affiliate section because we're gonna discuss this in the end. We'll just quickly go to the settings here. Now, the first settings we're gonna discuss is the profile settings. So here you can even edit your first name, last name, the mail ID you can see here that you have entered, and here you can even enter the support mail ID. The main mail ID and the support email ID can be similar. You can even add some other ID if you wish to. This support email ID is basically in which your customer asks the queries and you reply to them. Here you can see the selected currency while you are setting up the account. Here you can add some details about your organization, your address, zip code, country, and your phone number. Now, after adding these details, you have some other options. So let's say the first one is the organization logo. So you can just upload the organization logo here. The favicon image. So this is the favicon image, the small that is appearing here. The time zone, the date format, the website of your company, the company ID and text ID. So the next option we have here is the payment gateway integration. So let's say I'm gonna integrate the payment gateway, that is PayPal. So what you need to do, you just need to click on that connect now, and here you can see a lot of options, that is payment gateway, that is PayPal, gateway name, and these two things that we're gonna import from our developer account. So what you need to do, you just need to go to search engine and type developer PayPal developer account. Now here you can see that is the sandbox account for PayPal developer. Just click on it. It will redirect you to a page, and you just need to log in with your PayPal account, and the dashboard will look like this. And just go to my apps and credentials here. Now as soon as you reach here, you can see a option that is create app. Just click on it. And here you can see the app type, that is merchant, and we're going to enter the app name, that is, so let's say I'm going to create this for per month plan, and just create an app. Here what we required is the client ID and the secret key, and here you can see our client ID is successfully generated. Just copy it from there and paste here. Now we need to add the client secret key. So as you can see here the secret, and just click on show, and this client secret ID can be shown here. Just copy it and paste it. Now as soon as you paste add these details, just submit it, and here you can see your payment gateway is successfully added. Pabbly Subscription Billing is mostly famous for their payment gateway that we offer. We have a list of payment gateway for every country, and to integrate these you can just watch our videos, and if you have any doubts you can just contact us at admin@pabbly.com. Now the next setting you can see here is the dunning settings. Now what is dunning? Dunning setting is the most powerful tool under Pabbly Subscription Billing. So why is it so? I'm just going to explain you. So let's say if a customer is trying to make a payment and that payments get failed. Now what we can do, we can send a notification to the customer to collect payment from him. We can make attempts we can make attempts to collect payment from our customers. So what you can do, just click on dunning payment process, that is on. And here we're going to select the dunning attempts, that is after the payment get failed, how many attempts we want to take. So let's say we're going to take 3 attempts to collect payment from our customers. And the retry frequency, that is let's say after first attempt, after how many days the next attempt will be sent to the customer. So let's say 3 days. And the retry frequency second is 5 days, and after 7 days. And even after making the dunning attempts, we as a merchant have the option to keep the subscription status of that customer as unpaid or cancelled. And at last, just save the data here. Now the dunning settings has been made. We'll just go to the dunning email customization. And as soon as you click on it, you can see dunning email 1 to merchant. An email is sent to the merchant after 3 days from the invoice due date. And similarly, an dunning email will be sent to the customer to collect payment from him. Similarly, the number of attempts that we have set, an email will be sent to the merchant and as well as to the customers, whether the customer makes the payment or not. Now we'll just go back here and we'll talk about the custom domain here. So in custom domain, let's say you have a website, and for that website you have a URL link, and when the customer goes to the checkout page, or the customer shares the shareable customer have the shareable invoice links, or the client portal or the affiliate portal. Now instead of showing your website URL, you want to let's say do branding of your company. So what you can do, you can just enter the custom domain here, and it will appear at the client portal, at the affiliate portal, and the thank you pages, the hosted payment pages, everywhere. Now we're going to discuss the text setting here. You can just basically set up the texts according to your country. So what you can do, you just need to click on add text and enter the text name. So let's say my text name is VAT. and I'll just submit my tax name here. And what we need to do now, we need to add the tax rule for our country of a particular state. So we're gonna select our country as, let's say, Luxembourg. Let's quickly add our state as, let's say, Luxembourg City. Now we're gonna enter the VAT percentage of our tax. So let it be 20% of the total amount. Now here you can see two options. The first one being the record tax ID of the customers, and if you want to record it, just click this checkbox. Now here is the most important thing, that is, if you belong to any European countries, you must have heard of the EU VAT validation. And if you click this checkbox, what you need to do, you just need to select a tax from which you want to exempt your customers. So let's say I want my customer to be exempted for this VAT tax, and I'll just check this, okay? And we're gonna make a payment to see whether it works or not. And at last, I'm gonna save my tax settings here. Here you can see the tax rules are created. Now we will just go to the products and we'll make a quick payment. So what you can do, just go to the checkout page, and let's say we're gonna select the yearly plan. Now here I'm going to select the country, that is my European country that I have said, that is Luxembourg. Now I'm going to select the state as Luxembourg City, and we'll just use this test card method payment gateway, and we'll just click on success. And here we're going to add the tax ID, and just after entering the tax ID, our tax will be exempted. So I'll just quickly add my tax ID here. And here you can see validated successfully. And here the most important thing, that is our tax has been exempted. So that's how you can add a tax and add a tax rule for your according to your country or state. We have already discussed invoice settings previously, so I'm just going to skip it. Now we'll go to the multi-currency here. Now, while setting up the account, we have already discussed that we're going to select the currency in which we wish to receive payments from our customers. But even after selecting currency previously, we can just add more currencies here. So for that, enter your company name here and select the currency, and select the currency in which you wish to receive payments from your customers. Now that we have discussed about the multi-currency, we have the next option. Here is the email notification, and here you can see the list of emails that is sent to the customers and merchant on different actions like payment failure, payment successful, subscription cancelled, subscription expired, and many more events. Now let's say if you want to customize these emails, so what you can do, you just need to go to the event like this payment successful email sent to the merchant, and click here and click on edit. Now you can customize this email according to you. Here you can edit the subject here, and here you can see the format that you can customize according to you. Here you can see a list of options, that is customer name, first name, and organization details, and the payment details you can add here, and the subscription details as well. Now here you will see the next option, that is custom email. Now if you want to add a template by yourself, so what you can do, you just need to click on add template, and here enter the template name. So let's say I'm gonna enter the template name as plan upgrade template. After entering the template name, you just need to select the product. So we're going to select it here, and we're going to select the template here. So here you can see the plan upgrade email to customer, let's say. Now as soon as you select the template, you can see our company name, that is from to our customer. That is the subject. You can see here your plan is upgraded. You can even edit it. So let's say your plan is upgraded from per month plan to yearly plan. And here you can see the format that you can customize it accordingly. The same option that we have discussed earlier. you can choose from here. Now the next option we have here is the webhooks. So what are webhooks? So basically we need to create an event. So let's say we have add a customer create event, and as soon as the new customer is added, our webhooks will get fired. So we're gonna add the webhook URL just to show you an example. So I'm gonna enter my webhook URL name as customer create event. Now, after entering the webhook name, select the product. So let's say I'm going to select my product here and select the plan according to you, whether you want to select a particular plan or all the plans. So I've selected all plans here. Now to add the webhook URL, what we need to do, we'll just use our integration software, that is Pabbly Connect, and we'll just go to the page. And here you can see we can what you need to do, you just need to click on create workflow and enter the name here. So let's say customer create event 1, and as soon as you click on create, we need to select the application, that is webhook. Now from here we're going to copy our webhook URL and we'll just paste here. You can see two checkbox here. So the first one being the protect webhook URL with basic authentication. This is the webhook URL. You have the option to protect it just by entering the username and the password. So you can just add the details here. Now the next checkbox says webhook retry. Now that we have created a event, that is customer create event, and I want whenever a customer is created, my webhook should be triggered. Now let's say if the webhook is not triggered, so what we can do, we can make various attempts after some days so that our webhooks get triggered. So you can enter the number of days for the first retry and for the second retry and for the third retry. Now you can select the events from here. So you can select all events or you can select a selected event. So as we have added our webhook name as customer create event, we're going to select here customer create. You can select all from here. Same goes with subscriptions and payments and with invoice and credit. You can select all or you can select manually from here. Now what is important is that the customer create event and this affiliate event are going to be fired anyway. These events are not associated with any product or plan. So that's how you can create an event for which you want your webhook to be fired. And if you want to see the whole process, I have made a separate video on it. You can just go and watch it. Now we'll go back here and we'll discuss another settings, that is API settings. Now, as you can see, API key is a very important feature to link with the desired payment gateway here. We can generate the unique API key and for this particular account, basically. These will authenticate your account at the time of integration with other applications. So in short, API helps us to integrate Pabbly Subscription Billing with other softwares. As you can see, here is the API key and the secret key, and we can generate as many API keys and secret key as we want. So for that, what you need to do, you just need to click on regenerate API key and click on OK. And here you can see a new API key and secret key is generated. And if you want to see the whole process of API settings, just click here and watch the whole video. Now the last option that is left is the client portal, and this is a very important feature under Pabbly Subscription Billing. Here you can see in Pabbly Subscription we have offered a dedicated portal to our customers and affiliates as well. On the other hand, we talk about customers. Customers can monitor their payments, available credits, and can upgrade or downgrade their subscriptions. And talking about affiliates, they can check their promotional affiliate links, they can track their commissions, and many more options that we're going to discuss later. Now here you can see the client portal login URL, that you're going to share with a customer to log in. Now here we're going to add the portal name, and if you want to change it from here. Now here we're going to add the background image of our portal. So just click on it and we're going to select the background image here and we'll submit it. Now we'll just go to profile settings and we'll upload our organization logo. Now we're going to save the data here, and again we'll go to client portal from here, and we'll copy the client portal login URL and we'll paste it on another page. And here you can see our background image and our logo has been changed successfully. So that's how you can customize the client portal as well. Now what you have the option, you have the option to select the default language for your customers and affiliates. If you have customers from a particular country or affiliates from a particular country, you can just select the language. So you can select language from 7 different countries from here. You have the option to auto enable the client portal for all users. So for that you can enable or disable it. You can allow your customers to cancel their subscription, to edit their profile, to upgrade or downgrade their subscriptions, to change their portal password, or to delete their cards. So you can select all options accordingly here. Now, as we have discussed all settings, we're going to talk about the last option left, that is affiliates. Now, who are affiliates? So affiliates are the person who promotes your products against some commissions. So as you can see, all the affiliate details, that is the amount, the sales amount by affiliates, and many more options like affiliate commissions, net amount, and the commission generated, that is today, yesterday, and here the list of top selling affiliates and the last 30 days stats. Here you can see the list of all the affiliates, and we'll go to affiliate settings from here. Here what we are going to do, the first step is to add the affiliate link. So for that, just click on affiliate link and add the desired affiliate link. So basically affiliate link is the link of let's say store in which you have listed your product that you wish to promote. So from here you can select all affiliates or selected affiliate. So I'm going to select my affiliate, that is Adam Wilson, and I'm going to add the title here. Let's say subscription link. Now I do not have the target URL of a web store as of now, so I'm gonna enter the checkout page of my product. So I'll just go to products here and I'll go to the checkout page, and I'll copy the checkout page from here and I'll paste it here. Now at last, save the data. Now here you can see my affiliate link for this product, that is our subscription service, has been added. The next thing we're going to do is to add the commission rule. Now this is a very important thing. As soon as you click on add commission rule, the first thing you need to enter is the commission rule name. So let's say I want to set the commission rule for my yearly plan. So I've added my commission rule name as yearly plan rule. Now I'm going to select my product, that is newspaper subscriptions, and under this I'm going to select my plan, that is yearly plan. Now I'm going to select the affiliate here, that is Adam Wilson. You can select all affiliates as well. So let's say this particular customer is generating a lot of sales. So for that you can create commission rule for this particular affiliate, or you can create commission rule for all the affiliates. That will be common. Now you can see the checkbox, and if you click on it, this basically means that you want to apply commissions to the subscription amount only. Here the setup fee will not be included. So I'll just check this option. Now you can see a very important option, that is multi-tier commission. Now as soon as you enter the number of tiers, you can see the 2-tier commission generated. That means 2% will receive the payments. Now I'm gonna explain you this in with example. So let's say we are a merchant and we have added a person as our affiliate. So that person becomes our affiliate. Now that person has added another person as an affiliate. So the second person will eventually become our sub affiliate. Now let's say if now at first we're gonna add some commission for the tier 1 and tier 2, then I'll explain you how the commission distribution works here. Now as you can see, I'm gonna enter the commission for the first payment here. So let's say for the first payment flat $10, and for the recurring payment flat $5. Now for this commission for the first payment for tier 2 commission, let's say 2% of the total amount, and for the recurring payment 1%. Now let's say if the purchase has been made by our sub affiliate link, so our sub affiliate will receive tier 1 commission, that is flat $10, and the sub affiliate has been added through our affiliate, so he'll receive the tier 2 commission. So that's how you can add multi-tier commission here. Now we'll just go to the general settings here, and here you can see the option of affiliate sign up URL. Now what you can do, you just need to copy this URL and share it with the person to whom you want to add as an affiliate. Now as soon as you share it with the person, they just need to enter some basic details and they are good to go. Now as soon as this person log in or sign up, he'll be redirected to the client portal, and a approval request to our merchant section in this affiliate section will pop up here, whether we want to approve this person as an affiliate or disapprove it. So that's how the multi-tier commission works under Pabbly Subscription Billing. You have the option to add as many affiliates as you wish to, and even your affiliates have the option to add other person as their affiliates. Now if you want to see the whole video, I have made a separate video on it. You can just go and watch it. You can see other options here like cookie validity. Here you can enter the number of days to set the cookie validity in the buyer's browser. This will help in tracking affiliate sales here. Whether you want all the customers to become affiliate or not, so for that you can just select it manually here. You have the option to auto approve the affiliate request, so you can select it accordingly here. The offered payout method you can select here, and select your preferred PayPal account that is integrated in your subscription billing account here, and whether you want the payout to be instant or manual. You also have the option to add terms and condition for your affiliates as well. Now we have discussed each and every term under Pabbly Subscription Billing. What you need to do, you just need to log in with your account and add your product and create a plan for it. And if you have any doubts while creating a plan or adding your product or making any settings or integrating any let's say payment gateway, so what you can do, you just need to go to the need help section, or you can just mail us at admin@pabbly.com. Thank you.